but a sprint to the finish.
Whoever gets out of the gate the fastest and the best has by far the better odds of winning.
Money, of course, will be a major factor. Both DeMaio and Fletcher have demonstrated they can raise big dollars, and each will need $1 million or more to run a credible campaign. Steve Bosch, KUSI News.
All right, well, as Steve Bosch just mentioned, former State Assemblyman Nathan Fletcher is a potential mayoral candidate leading the Democrats.
And he joins us right now with, well, more on his ideas. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Here we are again.
Well, yeah, where have you been? We haven't seen you for a few months now, Nathan.
No, we had, I don't think, I mean, certainly no one wanted this. No one in San Diego wanted this. But, this is the reality of the situation where we are. And I think San Diegans are ready to close the chapter that we just saw and really move forward, and I'm excited to go out and talk about
You
that.
were the first to file. When did you know that this was going to come about? Was it when Donna Frye held her news conference on the mayor, or what was your...
I don't know that there was any one particular moment. I think we all got a sense that at some point this was going to end and we'd be choosing a new leader. And it was a process. I mean, I had to sit down and have some real conversations first with my wife and my family. I will get in huge trouble if I don't wish her a happy birthday. It is my wife's birthday today.
Mindy.
Happy birthday. You didn't want a mayor's race for your birthday, but that's where we are.
Got it.
But, to have a real conversation, then with a lot of supporters, and so many people reached out and said, it's time in San Diego that we have a mayor that can lead us into the future. It's time we have someone that can unite people, can bring people together. And really give us that fresh start that we need moving forward. And so I'm excited to be back out, and I really believe strongly in the future of our city.
Steve Bosch mentioned the issue of trust with the voters because you've switched from Republican to independent to Democrat. Do you think that that's going to be an issue?
Well, questions about party affiliation are always fair, and certainly with mine they are. And I think, what San Diegans have seen is I've someone who's always been willing to work with folks of any party to try and get things done. And over the course of the last decade, your life experience shapes you and it molds you. And, in the last decade, I went to war. I had children. I just put my oldest son his first day in kindergarten yesterday. I governed in a period of great recession, and those are things that shape and change your life experience. And political parties change, and so do people. And I'm very comfortable with where I am. But what never changes, and what will never change, is that willingness to work with anyone who has a good idea, to find solutions, to bring people together, that commitment to ensure that every child, regardless of race or where they live, gets a quality education, that every San Diegan, if they work hard and take risk, has access to a good job with good wages, and that all of our people live in safe communities. And those are the things I think people want in a mayor, and that's what I think is most important.
Another comment that came up in that story is Labor may sit this one out. You don't have a great track record with Labor. Will you be seeking that vote? Or
well, I'll be seeking votes from all of San Diegans.
Right.
And I think what I have a great track record of doing is sitting down and bringing folks to the table. We saw that where I advocated for low-wage workers and janitors when we were able to get labor and business together to avert a strike. We saw it when we were able to get labor groups and business groups together to side on the side of infrastructure for roads and streets for San Diegans. I saw it working with Governor Jerry Brown, where we worked both with labor and with business to close a loophole on out-of-state companies to provide real relief to California families. And so I welcome the support of all San Diegans. And if you want a mayor who's committed to do that, you want a mayor who's committed to say we're going to give everyone a shot, everyone's going to have a seat at the table, and we're going to do what's in the best interest of the city, then I'm your candidate.
Right. Off and running.
So it begins.
Here we go.